Hey there again, YouTube. It's me, Anthony Angelo, and today we're going to go over the new Star Wars The Vintage Collection, The Dark Times Darth Vader figure, as well as a couple new TVC Stormtroopers. I'm really excited to go over these guys, so let's get into it. So first off, we're going to go over the new Stormtrooper, and it's a pretty standard figure overall. Really nice detail. Very accurate to the movies and the TV shows. This one in particular does not have the holster, so I think this was the version from the Jedi Fallen Order game, if I'm correct. But yeah, really nice detail throughout the body. This one is the new buck that does have the ankle pivot, so you can see that. And since I'm already bringing that up, let's just quickly go over articulation. So first things first, there is a dumbbell at the head, so you can get him to look down a little bit, just a little bit. Look up only a little bit, but you get really good head pivot. And obviously 360, so you can do that exorcist style motion. The arms can go up to about 90 degrees, maybe a little less than 90 degrees. Obviously a full 360. The elbows can bend right there about 90 degrees and can swivel. This hand does have a horizontal hinge, so you know, whereas the gun-slinging hand does have a vertical hinge, so that's awesome. So you can get those nice gun-toting hand gestures. You can have him holding the weapon in the right ways. He does have a nice diaphragm joint, so you can get that nice hula hoop action. I don't know if you can see, but there is a little hinge right there for the legs to go up, and depending on how you have that configured, you can have him kick outward, or if you twist that inner joint, you can have him kick that way. So that's cool. And you do have an upper thigh cut. You have a single jointed knee that only reaches about 90 degrees, which is not ideal, but it's not bad. I do like it. And that does swivel as well. And then you got up and down motion. And a pivot. So yeah, really like this Stormtrooper figure. I think it's probably the best 3 3/4 inch Stormtrooper on the market. And yeah, I really think that Hasbro has done a really fantastic job on this guy. So really happy with that. And I do have two. So there's the other guy. Now we're gonna go into the Dark Lord of the Sith himself. We have Lord Vader. So here's Darth Vader. And this guy is fantastic. I think this is honestly one of the best figures, not even in the vintage collection, just period. I think this is one of the best figures that I have in my collection. And considering that this is a 3 3/4 inch figure, I think that's a real accomplishment. So, quickly overviewing his accessories. And he does have a pretty decent amount. He does come with some alternate hands, which I think is really awesome, and we don't usually see that with the vintage collection. He does come with a pointing gesture hand to order around his troops or some officers, or to just be intimidating. So really nice detail on there. And it does have a vertical hinge, so you can get that. I know it's kind of tight, but you get the idea. And he does come with a fist for, I think it's his right hand. Yeah. Or not, his left hand. You get the left hand for the fist and the right hand for the pointing gesture. So that's cool. So really nice. We usually don't get alternate hands with vintage collection figures, so I think that's really awesome that we do with Vader here. He also comes with, obviously, his lightsaber, which is really nice detail on the hilt, and a really nice red blade. Nice paint, and he can hold it tightly in his gripping hands, which we'll show off in a second. And he also comes with a lightsaber hilt to attach to his belt, and it is removable, so it's just stuck on there by a peg and a hole. Just slot that in there, and it fits, so that's really cool. Now, this is a fantastic Vader figure here. This is really nice. I really like this design. It has that sort of generic Vader look, but it's really effective. I really like the shininess on his dome there, the little his helmet, and really nice red tint to the lenses that you can really only see when it's shined up against the light, but it's really cool. You get the chest box there, and the belt box is on the side, and then you obviously got his little crotch piece there. Yeah, and then you got this nice detail on the front, this top armor, which carries over to the sides for the shoulder pads. Got the gloves, got the tunic, and under the tunic you have his boots, which look really nice. Really nice detail there. Just a really nice Vader. For articulation, you got a ball joint at the head, so you can have him look up very far. So that's pretty good. You can have him look down a little bit. And if that's not enough for you, there is a diaphragm joint, so you can kind of get that going, and he can look down pretty well. That's pretty nice, considering it's a Vader figure. But yeah, ball joint at the head, really nice pivot, and obviously 360. His arms go out really nicely, so about 90, maybe a little more than 90. Yeah, that's pretty good. He does have a double jointed elbow, so that's pretty cool, and vertical hinges on all of the hands, even the alternate hands, and they do swivel, so that's cool. There is a little bit of a cutout on the shoulder pads, and that's to extend the range of motion on this guy, and it really does add a lot to the figure. So I really like that engineering. You get a nice diaphragm joint. It's pretty good. Get some decent hula hoop action. And it does rotate, so you can get that working. With this one, I really like this about this figure. You have these little ball pegs that stick out, so you don't actually have to worry about configuring the legs like you had to do with the Stormtrooper. So with this one, you can just have him kick out about 90, kick back pretty okay, it's not bad, and he can kick out really nice. You have an upper thigh cut, single jointed knee, but it does get more than 90 degrees, so that's really awesome. And it rotates, and then you got a really nice forward and backward motion at the ankles and a pivot, so that's awesome. So Lord Vader here has a lot of articulation. I would even go as far as to say that the articulation might be better than the Black Series. I think it might be, because I do have both figures, and I don't know, man. I think I really do like this figure more than the Black Series. So there's Vader. So yeah, these guys are really awesome. Highly recommend them. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. Have a good one.